So, welcome to my first ever TEDx. And there is only one thing which I want to share today. So, if you are there with me for next 11 minutes, and I'm not going to make you bored, but it's going to be a life-changing moment because that's been what I have been experiencing last 4 years. And my name is Aravind Padmaraju. I found a system called EffortlessFIT Coach, and I'm a full-time IT employee. So I want to talk about today why people are struggling to conquer obesity and why people are failing to last the weight loss. This has been the biggest problem. How many of you are having this challenge right now? How many of you are here having that problem right now? Yes? So if you actually see in the world, especially on the obesity, there are two biggest problems this world is going for. The one is people are getting obese. The second thing is people are failing to get fit or get out of this obesity. The main reason is they are been failing again and again and again and again. This is a never-ending story, and I wanted to share my own story with where I have been going through both the problems of being obesity and being failing with this obesity and health issues. Yeah. So this is my 20 years of a journey where a roller coaster ride, and if someone sees my this roller coaster ride, even people used to laugh at me the amount of times I used to get fit and also come back to the where I was started. So I come from a village from Andhra Pradesh. I come from a humble farmer background, and whole my childhood I was fit and healthy. I was being more active. The moment I started working back in 2003, I started my career as an IT employee. Then within 2 years, over a period of a time, what happened? My habits have changed. My sedentary lifestyle is started, and then I started abusing my body with smoking, drinking, parties, whatnot. Right? It is what I say, it is a crazy moment because I wanted to explore the world. In the meaning of exploring the world, I was abusing my body. Over a period of 2 years, what happened is, that was 2009 when I hit my highest weight of 92 kgs. Then I was literally feeling too heavy in my body. I was always feeling active and energetic, but there was something is wrong. Then one fine day, one of my cousin told me that there is a weight slimming method. Okay, so you just pay them 40,000 rupees, they will make you fit. Okay, what they did, they put me a belts around my body for 3 months. They asked me to run for 1 hour every single day jogging, and then they asked me to eat too little food, which which I can't even able to sustain that for a long period of a time. And I've been literally felt shit during the whole period of 3 months. Guess what? I had lost around 12 kgs in 3 months, but at the end of the 3 months, I was feeling like so much deprived, and I was feeling like, what is happening with my life? Even though I'm fit, I look like a crap because I was eating too little. I was having so much of hunger issues, too much of cravings. Then over a period of a time, I could not able to sustain that. Then I gone back to my old habits of eating whatever I was been eating from last 20 years. Then what happened? Then again, I started gaining a weight. Exactly back in 2011, then again I hit the next phase of my life, which is hitting 92 kgs of my weight. Then I said that I don't want to do a slimming methods. Let's hire a fitness coach. Then what fitness coach told me that you have to eat a fat burners and you have to get rid of all your rice, whatever you've been eating from last 20 years, and you have to be very strict with yourself and you have to work out every day 1.5 hours. What happened? I lost my weight and I came back to around 80. Then what happened? The same routine, because I've always been eating and I've been living in certain way, and he asked me to force me to do something which I cannot sustain it. Over a period of a time, I could not able to sustain it. Then at the same year, I got married, and after marriage, I gone back to my old habits. I started eating and sedentary lifestyle started, and I was started gaining the weight. Back in 2013, there is a most tragedy happened in my life that I lost my wife in a train accident. That put me into a deep depression, and the only way I was get out of the depression and divert my mind is a binge eating. And I was left and right eating the food. I don't know what's happening with my body, what is the hormonal changes is happening in my body. I kept on eating, and exactly in 3 months, I gained 12 kgs. That's when I hit 101 kgs. That is a photo where what you can see in this picture is myself in front of Eiffel Tower when I met my brother. Somehow, I felt that there is something I'm not liking in myself. Let's start one more journey. The journey continued. Another coach, another diet, another restrictive manner. I lost my weight, And back in 2016, I started again moving on with my life. I got married, and the old habits is kicked in, and then again I hit back in 2016. That was my highest weight. I was reached to 102 kgs. So what has happened is there was a funny moment happened in my life that me and my wife, we went for a movie theater to watch a movie, and my wife is 55 kgs, I'm 102 kgs. You can imagine how it will be, right? And the ticket collector, looking at my wife, he asked me, "Is it your daughter?" I said, "What?" I was literally furious, and I was so angry on him that how can you call my wife as a daughter? Then I could not even able to say anything to him, but that one single moment has transformed me once for all. I went on watching the movie, but I could not able to watch. There is one burst thing going on in my mind. Do I really look that big? And that particular day, I've decided that whatever it takes, I'm going to live like a fit husband for the rest of my life. So that one sentence was, that one single word what the ticket collector said is transformed me. Then again, I started working on my diet and exercise. In 6 months, I lost again a weight. And what happened? The same pattern repeated again. Then I started again going back to the old habits because the method or a plan what I'm following, I was not able to sustain it. Then back in 2019, again I was slightly seeing going back to the old pattern. Then finally what I found is there is something wrong I'm doing. Why I'm failing more than 10 to 15 times in this journey, and I always have this roller coaster ride. Then what I found is this was a situation when I was that phase, right? Every time you lose your weight and you gain back to the same stage. Finally, I was frustrated, irritated, stressed and depressed, and I said that this is the last ever, I will never again try to get fit. That is a moment, there is a self-realization happened. I said that, okay, why I'm failing more than this many times? There is something I'm doing wrong, right? Otherwise, I will not be able to do this many times of failures. But I was kept on trying. Then basically, what I decided when I did a self-reflection, there are 3 big lessons I learned during this all my self-reflection. The lesson number 1 is hard work doesn't work, because hard work can get you a short-term result, but if you want to do it for a long term, it doesn't work, especially you want to lose weight. Okay, that is the first lesson which I learned. The second lesson is don't follow any kind of a restrictive diets, fat diets, don't do aggressive workouts, don't do long hours of a cardio, because it is not sustainable. If you think about your lifestyle, see whether you can able to sustain it. Then I said that I'm not going to do this ever in whatever I'm going to try. Then the third lesson what I learned is I always used to get from an influencer. How many of you here get an influencer, crazy diets, and you get so much excited, 100 push-ups, 100 crunches. So I tried all of them, random diets, random general plans. What happens is over a period of a time, you cannot sustain it for a long period of a time. Then this was my conclusion. Most of the diets and exercises solutions are failing. Even it was same thing with me. Every time I started a journey, diet, exercise, diet, exercise. What happens? After a certain point of a time, if someone says a diet, I used to run away. Because I don't want to torture myself. I don't want to torture my body. I don't want to torture my body with eating the food which I don't like it. The traditional health and fitness approach is completely broken. If you see that we are technologically grown, but why are you not able to even solve a small problem of a weight loss, where every single person is able to brush their teeth every single day without even failing it? But one of the most important thing for every single individual is a health, and why people are giving excuses and not able to make that as a sustainable lifestyle. Then what I found is, I did a research. Based on my research, what I found, this is the article from the ResearchGate, and what they found is, these are the 67 reasons why people are getting obese. But where is the whole world is focusing on? There is only 2 things the world is focusing on, which is diet and exercise. There are 65 things why this world is missing. That is the whole reason why people are failing again and again. So what we found is, this is the real reason, right? They categorized the whole 65 reasons into 8 different sections. Okay, out of that, the first section is the group, your social psychology or individual psychology. What is individual psychology or social psychology? What is you been fed with your mind from last 20 years, 30 years, and what is the news channels you're watching, what is the ads you are watching, and who are the people you are associating with, and what is your own self-belief and your own thought process whenever someone talks about health and fitness. Most of the times when someone says about I want to lose weight, the first thought comes in mind, oh my God, I need to torture myself again. Yes? So, not only that, the physical activity. How many of you think that only going to the gym is the only solution? Because what you do in a 15 minutes or a 45 minutes of gym is just a 10% of the ball game. When I say the physical activity, from the morning you get up, from the time you sleep, every single aspect will impact you to have that overall activity. The way how much time you're going to stand, how much time you are moving, what are the activities you are doing, everything has to be contributed for you to live that healthy and fit lifestyle. Not only that, your environment, what are the people you are associated with? What are the environment you have? Do you have access to the where you can commute, where we have parks, or where you can do the exercises or movements you can do it. So until and unless your environment is not fixed, you cannot fix just by doing a diet and exercise. Not only that, your physiology, what is your psychological status, what is your stress you're going through, are you taking care of your sleep, and what is your stress levels, and what is your gut health. Every single thing has to be addressed before even you just start following a diet and exercise. Not only that, how many of you here just follow a diet just because a dietitian is giving you a diet chart, blindly follow, you don't even know what that food does to your body? You need to have a basic information about your nutrition. Every single food, what you're feeding is nurturing you in your body. So if you don't know anything about it, you cannot make that as a sustainable approach. You need to know exactly what your food does to your body. Not only that, what is the food availability to you? Do you at least know that what food actually makes you nurture, or what food is not making you any benefit to your body? You need to understand. These are the 8 reasons you have to fix it before even you start your fitness journey, right? And that's when I found that I have consolidated everything into 3 main pillars. What did I found is the way you think has to change, the way you eat has to change, the way you move has to change. When I say think, it is all about everything starts with a mind, right? So for example, if you want to become a fit, I want to ask you one question today. What is there in your mind? If I ask you to close your eyes and imagine yourself, that fittest version, what is the image comes into your brain, right? It is all about what all the negative things you have been keeping into your brain is what is coming into a reality. The way you think has to change. The same thing, the way you eating has to change. How many of you believe that eating healthy, that means I'm healthy? Eating healthy will not make you healthy. Eating within your calorie limit, within your body requirement, energy is the most important. You can eat healthy and still get fat. If you don't know, you need to just understand the little background about it, put a little effort to understand how a nutrition works. Not only that, how you're moving, what you're doing from your 24 hours, how you can make smarter. You don't need a gym, you don't need any kind of expensive stuff. You just need a 15 minutes of your time. You have to give it to yourself and do that in a multiple intervals. Even a 5 minutes of a time you take out every 1 hour. Do you know how much of the workout you can do? It's immense. The people, what lacks is, that's where I found a system called EffortlessFIT. You just need to work out less than 15 minutes. By using that system, what I found is you need a personalized and sustainable habits approach. Habits is acronym. What is the habits? You need a holistic habits which you can sustain for the rest of your life. You need an active lifestyle, and you need a balanced nutrition. And not only that, you need an inner transformation. Your self-identity has to change. Until and unless you don't change the way you think about your body and your health, you will not change. Your self-identity, your thoughts, your beliefs, and which actually puts you into actions. And not only that, your tailored approach. What is it means? Every single human is unique here. The plan works for me, will not work for you. What you need to understand, you need to go through your complete profile, why you've been failing to fix again and again, what is your main root causes, you need to fix that root cause. For that, you need someone to help you to go through your profile, and that's why take always expert advice and have a tailored approach which you can sustain for the rest of your life. And not only that, you need a supported community. Always have a community who has the same kind of a vision, same kind of a goal, so that you all together can achieve that goal much, much easier. That is a system which helped me to transform. Last 4 years, I've been living a fit and healthy lifestyle by eating all my favorite foods, by going to the parties, by able to manage my social events and everything. I was able to maintain it. So what is the transformation I got? That's where I went from uncle and lazy to young and energetic with 11 hours of a work 2 kids, managing my family, managing my business, I have still be able to do it. I have not even touched, I did not even go to a gym from last 8 months. I work out every day 15 minutes. I'm able to maintain the same weight. So this is what, not only that, what happened after that is I went from a fat husband to a fit husband, and I'm in a plurge. Right now I want to transform all the fat husbands to a fit husbands so that they will have the pride. Not only that, I want to transform each and every working professional who are there in here, who thinks that they don't have time, they are too busy with their life. It is just an excuse what you're giving to yourself, that I want to transform them to live a fit and healthy and disease-free lifestyle for the rest of their life. And I want to end this session with the one small intention, why I started the whole thing. During my whole self-reflection, I got a one single thought, right? The solution what I found, what if my parents should have given to me, my school has given to me, my colleagues or my friends who taught me, do you think the last 15, 20 years of my struggle should have been avoided? Yes or no? And I'm asking you right now a question to each one of you here who are watching this. What is the guarantee you can give it to me that your kids will not go through the same journey what you've gone through? And that's where I said that this is a need of the hour. Every single parent has to change, and they have to change their habits, they have to change their routine, they have to build that health and fitness regime from the home itself. This is the only way we're going to break this pattern of obesity. And by 2030, there is one of the research told that 60% of this world is going to be obese, and out of that 60% of the kids is going to be obese. Do you know who is the reason to kids are becoming obese? Is every single parent who is living in this there and who doesn't have the right knowledge and the right information, and they don't know the routine. And how many of you believe that your kids, you are the role model, you are the superhero, you can ignite them and you can break this chain of obesity for once for all? If every single parent who is watching this video can take that as a charge, learn right technique and implement that and create that routine, follow the rituals every single day, I'm telling you, next 5 generations you will become the superhero for next 5 generations. So that is what I am working for, and I have surrendered for this life to transform the new breed of healthy and fit kids by transforming each and every working professional. Even with a busy schedule, it is possible, and I want to create that new healthy world. Thank you.